Welcome back, everybody. So I was finally able to get my hands on one of these TPE Urchin baits. This is Hag's Baits Prickly Pear. Really excited to go ahead and throw it. I'm sure plenty of people have already decided to use it, but we are going to try this and do something a little bit different with it. I haven't seen anybody use this. It wouldn't shock me if somebody already has, but I haven't seen anybody do this, so we're going to try something new and see if we can't improve on these Urchin baits. Let's get after it. All right, so these TPE Urchin baits, they do float. So what a lot of people have been doing is adding some sort of weight to them so that they sink or slow sink, and that is what we've done also. Along with that, as you might be able to hear, we put a rattle in there. I haven't seen anybody do that yet. I'm sure somebody probably has, but I haven't seen anybody do it. I looked it up on Google the other day to see what a urchin sounds like. It's some sort of scratching, clicking, whatever noise. A bass does not have a clue what that sounds like, so a rattle is probably close enough. Along with that, this isn't amoeba, so it doesn't really have any smell or anything else like that. So we are going to go ahead and drench it in bait fuel. So add some scent to it, add some sound to it. We're going to see if we can't improve this bait a little bit. Let's get after it. All right, let's go ahead and load this guy up. You probably don't need a ton of this. My bait fuel I've had for quite a while, so it's a little bit more liquidy than it normally comes. It's normally almost like a gel. But the one thing I do like about bait fuel is it doesn't smell, at least for humans. I think this is going to work really well because just the amount of surface area that all these appendages and everything else like that have, they should be leaking that bait fuel like no other. So let's go ahead and cast her out. We'll do a short cast to see how she falls. Oh, super slow. Super slow. We weighted it perfectly. That bait is like lime green, so I can see it super well. But we'll fish it kind of like a jerk bait. And then if we fish a little bit deeper water, we might end up putting it on a free rig or something like that. That might be kind of interesting. But let's see if we can't catch one or a bunch. See if this is like a hack and be able to improve all of these urchin baits. But let's see if we can't catch a couple. Oh, got one. Oh my gosh. Threw it in there and it barely sank and had one smoke it. That was our second cast. Oh, look at that. Skinny little guy. Ah, a lot of trebles. There we go. Skinny. Oh my gosh, skinny. Look at that. Second cast. Now, see if it still feels liquidy or jelly on there. So there's still some bait fuel on there. Let's see if we can't do that again. Second cast. Tiny guy. Skinny. Looked a little unhealthy, to be honest, but that didn't take too long at all. We'll see if we can't catch some more. I'll probably reapply the bait fuel pretty often. I have a lot of it and I don't use it all that often, so. And as liquid as it is, it should probably be used up. Buy some more, but see if we can't catch some more. Oh, got one. Is that a little bit bigger of a fish? Right after we twitched. Look at that. No, not any bigger. A little bit less unhealthy looking. Look at that. Literally walked to the next spot, just a couple yards down the bank. Put some new bait fuel on there. Smoked it. And again, we still have some gel in there. Dude, if this works, it'll be the next thing everybody's doing. I'm sure there are people that have probably already done this for sure. I mean, the bass fishing community is pretty darn innovative, so I'm sure somebody's done this. But I guess for a finesse lure like the koi keys and all that stuff, if you are fishing a little bit more dingy water or something like that and still want to use that finesse presentation, but you know, want to make a little bit of noise or something like that, for sure an option. And if you're not fishing with amoeba, I don't know how this would work with amoeba because it's made of a different material, so you would probably end up tearing it up pretty darn quickly, putting a rattle in there. but I'm sure you could do it. But for these TPE ones that already have a hole for it, I don't know if you'd be able to use the core tackle hooks or anything else like that that have the weight that insert there and are attached to the hooks. It might be too much to really fit in there, but this is working out super well so far. Oh, got one. Oh. Another little guy. Man. They seem a little bit more aggressive. I still want to do the pause every once in a while, let it slow fall, but they seem to be biting a little bit more. Come on now. I'm about to stick my thumb in there. There we are. They seem to be biting a little bit more on the twitch. It's like the pause, and then as soon as we give it a little twitch, they're coming in to hammer it. Oh no! Our prickly pear. Come on now. Let him go. Lucky we didn't lose that guy. It's all dirty now. Alright. These TPE material baits, they don't really rip or tear. That one didn't do either, but it did come out, which I was a little surprised about. Go ahead and rehook her. Put on just a little bit more bait fuel so we can't catch more. All right, got her all lathered up. See if we can't catch another one. Definitely gonna have to clean a reel after this. Oh, instantly. Instantly. New bait fuel. Threw her out there. The slow sink. Look at that thing. Holy cow. Like how it blows my mind how they get these baits in their mouth so well. Such a small little fish. Got the whole bait in there. We're gonna have to get pliers. It's not hooked deep or anything like that, but the whole bait. This fish was not coming off in the least. That was the same as the octopus lure. Just blew my mind how small of a fish would inhale the entire thing. There we go. Look at that guy. I mean, end to end, it's half his size. Oh, here's another one that jumped. All right, we'll let him go. See if we can't get back to back. One was right there. Oh, instantly. That is ridiculous. Literally chucks right over the fish that, oh no, he is buried in some weeds now. Jumped, and as soon as it hit, he smoked it. This is crazy. Look at that. Another one. Can we go 3 for 3? We should probably put some bait fuel on to give us some odds, but we'll put some bait fuel on. We'll see if we can't do this in one fell swoop. There's probably still some bait fuel on there. We only had this bait in the water for all of 15 seconds. All right, see if we can't get one more. 3 in a row. That was crazy. I can't wait to take this to a spot that's got a little bit bigger fish. See if they bite it just to, oh, that one exploded on some bait fish or something. Yeah, take it to a place that's got a little bit bigger fish and see if we can't catch some. This might be something everybody's got to try. If you haven't already, again. I assume there are probably a fair number of people that have done this, but if you haven't, it works. Got him. 3 in a row. So And it's fun using a bait that's neon like this, because all of a sudden you just see it disappear. Are we going to be able to go 4 for 4? This is just absolutely insanity. This is, don't get me wrong, this is a good pond, but it's not normally this good. Another one. Another little guy. All right, let him go. There was one that busted right out in the middle, kind of. So we'll go away from there. Got him. One twitch. Blew up this whole spot. Oop. There we go. See if we can catch one more quick. Then we'll go to a spot where there are definitely bigger fish. All right. Different pond, same premise. I'm not guaranteeing that we're going to catch anything bigger than what we had at the last pond, but oh, there goes a wake. But I have caught a 5-pounder out of here before, so there are definitely bigger fish. See if we can't get lucky into one, but I would assume that we'll catch some fish that are similar in size to the last place. Oh, holy cow. Chasing topwater in some shallow water. And we got one. Got him. Saw that wake. He's bigger than the last place. Not by much, but whoop. Saw that wake. Oh my. No, I think we got his mouth pinned. There we go. First cast. I think this is, yeah, not a ton big, a little healthier looking, but I think this is the deal, especially if you're fishing something shallower. I haven't tried to put in a bigger nail weight at all. Just the tiny little one that's got a incredibly slow fall rate, but I'm sure you could do this with something a little bit heavier and be able to fish a little bit deeper water. But this was working super well for us right now, that's for sure. Oh, instantly. Oh my gosh. Oh, keep him on. As soon as they hit the water. Whoop. Little guy. Ooh. Don't hook me. There we go. There we go. Little guy. They're healthier at this pond, but not seeming much bigger. That was the first cast over here. See if we, I'm sure there's probably a school of them. That one was, oh, as I was reeling it waked. Oh, missed him. Oh no. I was about to say they've been top water. Oh my, no. I couldn't even set the hook. My finger slipped. Oh my gosh. Where's our hook? Oh, we got appendages everywhere. Oh, we hooked a couple of appendages. That's could be why. There we go. All right. They were almost eating this thing top water. Let's see if we can't do it again. Wake it almost, and we got one. Oh my gosh. Throwing the urchin baits top water. I think that's originally, oh, we lost him right there. Shouldn't have given him anything. On the treble hooks, that's what we had issue with last, when we were throwing the Meba. As soon as they would jump, I think it's just because you have such a short shank. They have a lot of leverage. But they're biting top water. Oh my gosh, instantly. Instantly. What are we doing? This is fun. But I think the topwater is originally how Japan kind of started with this lure. And that's why so many of them are made of TPE, because they float. There's one that waked. Oh, that was a terrible set. I was just twitching it. Oh, don't lose him. Don't lose him. There we go. I was twitching as he bit. Hey. Barely had him. Little guy. Man. They are absolutely smoking this bait. Get one in top water? Nope. But this is so much fun. Again, I don't know if it's the... Got him. I don't know if it is the bait fuel, the rattle, all the above. But if you want to try this out, it certainly works. I wish we had some bigger fish in this pond, but barely skin hooked. It might be a little bit better with if you threw it with a Nico or something like that. Maybe a really light flipping hook or something like that. A little bit better hook gap, a little bit longer shank in case in case those fish end up jumping. That's one of the few we actually set a hook on. We actually saw him eat it, and he got the whole thing in there. Oh gosh, this is so much fun. We barely had him pinned also. Holy cow. We went three in a row at the last spot. Can we get more than 3 in a row here? That's 2 already. Oh no. Oh, got him. Got him. Yeah. There's 3 in a row. This is crazy. My finger's slipping from the bait fuel. Little guy. Oh no. That counts. We might have to help him out. I don't think he made water. All right. That fish did touch water. Let's put some more bait fuel on. See if we can't get... I think that was 3 in a row. There we are. Can we get 4 in a row? Don't jump. Oh, he's jumping. All right. But we got him. 4 in a row. On, oh gosh. There we go. How'd you get hooked? I don't even understand how he's hooked right now. There we go. He got hooked twice. Good gracious. There we go. That's 4 in a row. Can we get 5? It's starting to get dark and mosquitoes are starting to cut them out, so we're not going to fish for too much longer. Can we get another one top water? Or right subsurface? Oh, that's not a good sign. Usually we would have had a bite by now. 4 might be a record. Oh no. Oh no, we missed him. Oh gosh. All right, got some more bait fuel on there. New spot. Have to imagine instantly. Instantly. We probably blew up the spot a little bit. Had a baby. Hit the water. I don't even know if we had a twitch in there. Oh gosh. There we are. Right where it's supposed to be. Oh, oh. We lost you. There you go. All right. There's one. How many more can we catch? That's just crazy. So much fun. Got him. Oh my. If you have a pond or something like that, I mean, we didn't catch anything big, but I'm sure you certainly could catch something big. We just didn't come across it, unfortunately. Little guy. And these ponds don't always have very many big fish. You catch a big fish, it's pretty rare, but this is crazy, crazy fun. And some of these TPE baits are not getting quite as expensive. Sometimes you can buy a couple of them for a little bit cheaper. There's one. Oh no, we missed him. Shoot. But yeah, if you can find the, there's one. Smoked it when I was getting ready to twitch. That's 3 casts in a row. 3 casts in a row, 4 bites. All right, there we go. Another one. We'll see how long we can keep this going. And this will probably be the end because the mosquitoes again are starting to get kind of bad. But yeah, if you have a mini pond or even a lake, I mean, everybody's throwing the koi keys, the amoebas, everything else like that. Throw a rattle in yours, douse it in some bait fuel, sound a little different, smell a little different. You might catch an absolute ton. And these TPE ones are super nice because they do not get destroyed very fast at all. Is that 3 in a row now? This round? This is crazy. Again, these ponds are pretty decent ponds, but this is absurd how well they're doing. And I'm going to go ahead and attribute it to the bait. Oh, I missed that one. That was a little tap. That was probably a tiny, tiny one. Oh, right next. I was gonna say we were gonna be done. Oh, I was gonna say we're counting that one. We're counting that one. That's, I think, 4 in a row. We're gonna see if we can get 5, or I think 4 was the most we've got. So I'm gonna see if we can get 5. We're counting that one. Then we're gonna be done as soon as we go a cast without a fish. All right, we're done. Mosquitoes are nasty. I'd like to catch more fish, but it is what it is. We'll go back to the house and talk about our bait, our rigging, our day. This was tons of fun. Wish there were some 2 and 3 pounders mixed in, but you can't complain when you're catching this many fish. All right, we made it back home after an absolutely phenomenal day fishing. I can't remember how many fish we caught, but it was definitely in the double digits and in a relatively short period of time. I think we only fished for a couple hours. So that is all due to our prickly pear, our rattle, and our bait fuel. I haven't seen anybody use all of this stuff together, but it's super simple to do, and it definitely will set your urchin style bait apart from the rest. So if other people on the lake are throwing, you know, your koi keys, prickly pears, amoebas, what have you, and you are and aren't having any luck, I would try this out because it worked phenomenally well for us. We caught fish on Twitch, basically like throwing it like a jerkbait. We caught them when it was kind of slow falling. Yeah, we caught them on top water. We caught them all sorts of different ways, throwing this on multiple different lakes. So again, it works. It works insanely, insanely well. I think you're only going to want to do this with the TPE lures because those do already come with a little hole, which makes putting the rattle in there wildly easier. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that with the amoebas. The amoebas, they might get torn up pretty easily with that. That being said, I use just a little glass rattle. With these TPE lures, they are it's difficult to get something inserted into them. So the little glass rattles with a little point on the top made it wildly easier. Fish can shake them loose. I did have it shook loose one time when those fish are jumping, but you can shove that rattle in there, and then once you have it all the way in, you can skin hook your TPE lure, your koi key, whatever, like over the top of it, and it'll kind of help prevent that from coming out. And also, it's going to go ahead and rub, kind of like that. It's going to rub on that glass, probably creating extra noise. That rattle is not enough to go ahead and make this thing sink. So I did have to end up throwing on a tiny, tiny little nail weight, and that was perfect. That along with my treble hook. If you end up using a Nico hook or something of that sort, you might have to put on fit in a little bit bigger of a nail weight, but you can fit the nail weight and the rattle in there at the same time. I don't think you'd be able to put one of those core tackle hooks in there. I don't know if there's enough space for that. You can most certainly try it, but I don't think there would be. But yeah, that, and then lather that stuff up with bait fuel almost every single time. I mean, we caught a ton of fish, don't get me wrong, but almost every single time we reapplied the bait fuel, we had bites, and it was almost instantaneous. So I don't know. I don't know if there's something to it. I don't know if it works that well, or we just went out on a really good day, but I would most certainly recommend it. It'll definitely set you apart at a bare minimum. So, but if you guys have tried this or are going to try it, by all means, drop that in the comment section below. But I would try it. It worked well. So, but as always, if you guys like the video, if you wouldn't mind liking, and if you want to see more videos like it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be greatly appreciated also. Till next one.